Good morning, folks. Another beautiful day, another beautiful day. Well, it's Friday, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's Friday. Isn't it Friday? Well, let me look at my phone here and say, yes, it's Friday, March the 13th. Okay. Well, that means that this is the end of the week, and it means that tomorrow is Sabbath day, and I'm going to rest on that day. So there you go. So here we are at the end of another beautiful week. And I thank you, Lord, for this beautiful week and for the strength that you've given me. I always thank God for his blessings, you know. We are a miracle. When you look in the mirror and you see yourself, you're a miracle. God sustains you. And even in the midst of all of the crazy bad things that are happening in this world isn't the way God had originally intended for it to be. Some of that's our fault, but a lot of it is the devil's fault. And but we should at least thank God for our lives and for the good things we do have, because we wouldn't have those things if it weren't for Him. All right, I am your host, Leonard Robinson, here to show you how I'm working on a scene in real time in animation. This channel is for the express purpose of showing you how to do animation, or how I'm doing it in real time, because the real time is, in my opinion, a better way for you to get a better sense of how things should work. Well, I think now we have all of the drawings that we need to describe this scene. And so what I'm going to do now is what I would call, say, like a rough sense of timing on the scene. And by that I mean I'm going to go through and give an exposure to each one of these frames, so as to kind of get a sense of what the timing might be. So okay, so Nora topples into the scene. That first part of the scene actually isn't too bad. So I'd say, like, in here, she's toppling in here. Okay, and then she rolls back up. Now we could have this stuff in here, maybe be a little more to this. So right now that's on fours. I'm going to add a couple more frames there and a couple more frames here. Maybe even a couple more frames here. Okay, now he's turning to look. Um, that's not bad. He comes over here, he grabs this, and he comes over. I'd say maybe we could speed this up. So right now that's on eights. Let's take this down to, say, fours. Yeah. Four. Now that's 10 frames. We get into here to there. So maybe we needed to add a drawing in here. I don't know. Let's see. I think maybe I'll take this down to, say, 8 frames. Okay, let's just see what this looks like. Yeah. See, now you can you see what you get here is you get kind of a sense of the timing. Does it feel natural? And it kind of does. So when you get something like this, where when you're rolling and flipping the drawings and seeing it, you get a sense of, is that timing feel kind of right? That's when you know you're in the ballpark. Then you can put charts on the drawing, you see, because then your in-betweens are going to support the exposure that you have. Um, well, it has to, because you have allocated frames to cover these spaces. So that's what we're going to do now. So we'll go back to the beginning. So now we've got drawing, and I can turn the onion skin off here. So this is drawing number 1. Okay. This is drawing number 1. Drawing number 2. So there's 4 frames between here and here. So we'll go, we could really just put 1 in between in here because we're going to put this on 2. So we'll say 3, 5. So this will become drawing number 5. See, so that's drawing number 1. And this is drawing number 5. So we'll have a 3, 1 drawing in the middle. And that 1 drawing, I'm making it closer to the first drawing. All right, now we're going to go from 5 to the next drawing now. So now, same thing. We have a 4-frame difference here. So once again, we could just put 1 in between in here. So we'll make a chart here. And I say on this one, I'm gonna put the in between directly in the middle here. And I'll keep it on 2. So that last drawing was 5. So this will be 7, which will be a breakdown, and this will be 9. All right. Now we're going from this drawing here 4 frames to the next drawing. So same thing. We really only would have 1 in between there. So okay. See, now Nora goes down like that, but you see Lenny's letting go of the block. Now here's a situation where you can have two charts with both characters on the same drawing. So here we're going to go from here to here with Nora. So I'm going to suggest that we have a chart like this, and we'll separate the 2 charts. So this chart's for Nora. And what I'm going to do with Nora is I'm going to have the in-between closer to the end. So the previous drawing was 9. So this would be 11, and then this drawing would be 13. But now Lenny is going to be on a different chart. They both have 1 frame to deal with, but I think I'm going to reverse the chart. So with Lenny, number 11, he'll be closer to the previous drawing, closer to letting the block go to get to 13. There's a rule in animation where you don't have everything happening at the same timing. By varying the timing a little bit, what happens is it gives you a nicer variation on what the characters are doing. So I'm going to take Nora's chart here. Let's see here. I'm going to move it over here. And then Lenny's chart will stay on this side. So yes, you can have, characters have different timings. It's a good idea to do that. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, so, all right. Now we're going to the next drawing. So this is on 4. So the next drawing is also going to have 1 in between. So now with this one, I think what we're going to do here is to get from here to here. I think we could do, Nora could be, let's see, we could slow out. Same thing, so that she's going to speed up. She's going to go out from here to here. She's going to pick up a little speed. So that's drawing 13. So this is going to be 15, and this will be 17. So this is Nora. Okay. And then Lenny over here. So he's going from there to there. I think I'm going to put his in between right in the middle. So that'll be 15, 17. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to go from this drawing to this drawing. So he's now, okay, so she's coming up, and he comes in to start to help her. So now we were slowing out of that last one. So we're kind of maybe picking up speed here. So I would say here for Nora, um, let's see, what do I want to do here? From here to here. So I think maybe this drawing would just be right in the middle here. And let's see, that's going to be what? That's 17. Okay, so this is going to be 19 and 21. Okay, and then Lenny. So Lenny's going from there to there. I think maybe we're going to slow him in. Yeah, so maybe it'll be like this. So 21 or 19 will be here, and then 21. Yeah. These variations will really look, you'll notice them when I'm doing the in-betweens. You'll notice those variations. It'll be real apparent that the difference, these characters' different timings you'll see them, you'll notice them when the animation's done. Okay, so he's now kind of helping to straighten her up. So we're going from here. That's four frame difference. Okay. So I think I can put them together here. So I think what we'll do is, I think I'm going to just make this one in between, right in the middle. So we've got, that's going to be, it'll be 23, 25. Okay. Then from here to here, let me save. So from here to here, yeah, he's kind of starting to really kind of set her up here. I think we need to kind of slow into this. So, what do we got here? This is 6 frames, so that's probably 2 in betweens on 2s. So, yeah, we're gonna slow into this. So what we'll do here is we'll go like this. We'll have a drawing in the middle and one slowing in here. Okay, so this will be 27, that'll be the breakdown, 29, and then this will be 31. All right, and then let's see. So here, um, well, I could slow out of that. Let's see. So, yeah. All right, so I draw it in the middle, and it's slowing out. So this would be 33, 35 is the breakdown, 37. Okay, let's see. Let's save that. There we go. Excuse me. You get to blow my nose. There we go. He doesn't cut stuff out. I don't really want to take the time, to be honest. Okay, so anyway, so we're going from there to there. Then, okay. So, yeah, he's kind of settling here. Let's see. So, I think same thing. We've got 6 frames there. So, yeah, we could just settle into that pose. So, let's see. I would say then, because that's 2 in betweens, I believe. So we want to kind of settle in. You know, we have a drawing in the middle and another drawing there. So 37, 39, 39, which is the breakdown. 39, 41. Well, what's an in between? 43. There's the key. All right. Then he turns to look. I think just a regular in between here. So let's see. I think it's just one drawing. 43, 45, 47. 47. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, because that's 4 frames space. Okay. All right, then now we're going from here to there. Looks like a 6 frame difference, so there's going to be 2 in betweens there. All right, so we're going to probably slow out. So we have a drawing in the middle here, and one coming out there. So 47, 49, 51, that's the breakdown, and then 53. All right, then he turns to there. So we've got 6 frames there, so we're going to have 2 in betweens. I'd say we want to kind of slow into that. So we're probably looking at I'll do it, chart over here, slow into that position. So we have an in between and then there. So this would be 55, which will be your breakdown, 57, and then 59 is the key. All right. Now he's going to go from here to there. So we've got 8 frames there. We really need that many frames. Well, if that's the case, then I guess we'll just, we could probably cut down on the number of frames. I think I'm going to take this down to 6 frames, a 6 frame difference, making it just a 2 frame difference there. So from here to here. Yeah, so, yeah. So let's do this then. And we'll slow out of that. So this will be 61, 63, which is the breakdown, and 65. Yeah, I don't really see that I needed an extra frame there. So he comes up. Okay, so yeah, it's just, all right, so it's just going to be 1 in between, I think. Let's see. to get from there to there. Well, we could do a slow out. So that would be 67, and then this would be 69, right? And then we go over here. Forward to get there. Well, let's see. You know, I think maybe we need a few more frames to get there. I think maybe what we can do here is we can say make this 6 frames in here and take one of these frames out of here. Make this 6 instead of 8. So I'm kind of sharing the 6. Yeah. So from here to there. So yeah, I think maybe like 2 frames. Yeah. So yeah, maybe we settle in like that, you know. So that's 71, which is the breakdown. 73, 75, right? Yeah. Nora's not moving very much, so that's fine. All right, and now, yeah, and see when Nora goes into that, that chart can work for her too. All right, then, so we're going from here to here. So Lenny is picking up his hands off of the block. We've got a 2-frame space in here. Now, so Nora's gonna probably settle into this pose and then set her down. So, so it looks like we're gonna have to have 2 different charts. So I guess, so we're gonna, see, how do we do that? Yeah. So I think what we're gonna have to do here is we have to have 2 different charts. So we'll say Lenny is, what are we doing with Lenny? Is he coming, are we slowing out of Lenny? Or slowing in? Well, we slowed in to get there, but, well, maybe, yeah, maybe it's the opposite. So maybe we're slowing into this pose. Of course, then it would be the same for Nora, though, wouldn't it? Or would it? Let's see. Yeah, I think it would be this way. Well, let's see. Hang on a second. No, maybe it's the other way. Let's see. Maybe we're slowing out on Lenny. So 77, 79, there's the breakdown, 81. But then on Nora, we're doing the opposite. She's slowing in. See, she's going from, no, she's slowing. Wait a minute, did I do this? I think I did the same thing. They're both doing the same thing. They're both, well, wait a minute, hold up. She's slowing out of that action? Oh, I see what I can do. Yeah, I can slow her. Well, let's see. Wait a minute, I'm still slowing her out though, aren't I? Or am I slowing her in? See, I'm thinking I'm slowing her into the top part of her action, which is the opposite of the chart that Lenny, I think that's what I want to do. So this will be 77, which will be a breakdown for Nora, 79 and 81. Same number of drawings for each character, but how they're moving is slightly different. All right. Then she sets hers down. So let's see. So here to here. Wait a minute.
Oh, what did I just do? Oh, yeah, no. Okay, wait. Okay, so from here to there is what I'm doing. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, so, well, I might be able to get them both on this one. So let's see, if we're going here, then what do we got? I think we have 8 frames here. Do we need 8 frames? I don't know if we need 8 frames. I think we could get away with 6 here. Yeah, I think. So let's, we got 10 frames here. Yeah, that's a lot. Um, well, why don't we do this then? Let's take this down. Well, we'll take it down to 8. All right. So let's see. 2, 4. Huh. For 6. Well, that's what that would be then. So 81, 83, 85. There's the breakdown. 87. And then this is 89. Now, normally we would just hold this, but I think what we're going to have to do here is, I don't know if we need to hold that. We probably don't. Yeah. So that'll just end up being 2 frames at the end. So yeah, I think that's right. Well, once we in between it and we get it all done, we'll see how it works. All right. Well, we're probably pretty. Oh yeah, gosh, we're almost 30 minutes. Okay, folks. Well, we'll stop here. Well, hey. Okay, so next week we'll start doing our in betweens, and we'll see how that plays out, if it feels right. And of course, you can always make adjustments, so you're not, don't you're never stuck. It's not like you can't make changes. All right, folks, have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Um, so remember, as I always say, don't forget to thank God for your talents and gifts. I'll see you next week. Don't forget, Jesus is Lord.